Hello everyone, Bloodpet here for my 6th battle in the No Banlist Pauper tournament. We are playing against 420dragon, and the first match is going to be the High Tide Mirror, and second one is my Storm against his Blue-Red Drake. We're here on the play and we're keeping. Let's go. We're gonna start off with the Ponder. That's generally the better cantrip to start with over Preordain. And we're mostly looking for High Tide, even though we can get that with Scroll. And the Mancer. I kind of like what I see. I don't need the argument necessarily, we can find that later. But yeah, I'm gonna keep these. No shuffle. Pass it to you. So his version is a little bit more interactive. He has some counter magic in form of Force Spike, Spell Pierce and Counter Spell main deck. But his version also is a little bit slower though, because he does not run Merchant Scrolls nor Ghostly Flicker. Therefore, I think I have much better chances of going off. Potentially even turn 3 or something. I mean, we find the High Tide with this and we are ready to go. But perhaps we would like some protection spell first. So he could be leaving up for Spike or something. So I'm wondering whether I should perhaps just Preordain, play it a little bit safer, and maybe scroll for Giga Draws eventually. I'm gonna play around for Spike. If he wants to Spell Pierce this, that's fine by me. Alright, we're gonna bottom the argument and top the Preordain. And keep setting up. Oh, he has the Force Spike. Alright, alright. His deck is extremely unlikely to go off turn 2. I think it's possible, but much harder than with ours. Again, leaving mana open makes me kind of wanna just impulse in his end step. Again, I think we can take this one a little bit slower. I don't wanna just run a Merchant Scroll into Counterspell. He could have like Consider in my end step, which I'm not gonna feel bad about if he does that. In fact, I'm just gonna impulse in response. Yeah. There's the High Tide. Alright, I'm gonna take High Tide. And I'm gonna plan on probably Merchant Scrolling for Giga Draws next turn. It's a little bit slow. It's a bit slow, yeah. Maybe we would like to speed up the process somehow. Let's see how much he taps out or whatnot. Yeah. Seems like nothing's happening in this game, yet there's this really tense dynamic of what's going on, and I think we've found our advantage here in the form of information from Git probe. So we know exactly what we're up against. So he has a snap to interact, and that's it. I think I can beat that, right? So what would he snap? I think he would snap the Mancer in response to my ghostly flicker, probably. And if that happens, we're essentially losing 4 mana because we have to replay the Mancer. We can snap him, but I'm not sure if that's enough. Interesting. What could we get here? Could get like Dispel or Spell Pierce, something. Oh, and he has the counter spell, of course. Okay then, so I think I'm gonna try and go for Scroll, see if he counters here. Yeah, I was figuring out to play around Snap, but much more importantly, he has the CS. So he drew that. Goes for High Tide of his own. Okay. To be noted, our islands now tap for 2 blue as well, so we can potentially snap. So we could like snap here, and he does not get to untap anything. And then we just go off, right? We have the full combo, and he then doesn't have anything, right? He played his land. Yeah, definitely. We've got him here. High Tide, Cloud, untap our lands. Let's cast Flicker to make more mana. Play the Mancer, get back Flicker. Make infinite mana. Looks like he sees the writing on the wall. He knows how the deck works. So yeah, infinite mana. Once we have infinite mana, we rebuy Merchant Scroll instead of Flicker. Get the Capsize. With Capsize, we can Capsize Archaeomancer multiple times. And dig through our deck with cantrips, find the mill spell and win. Alright, so I was hoping to get game 1. I think that's the easier one, because game 2 he has Remoras and Foil, as well as Tormod script for interaction. So I definitely want Dispel. Questionable whether or not I want Gutshouts. I could maybe want Spell Pierce. So yeah, this is the maybe pile. Gigadrogs, I think is gonna be pretty good here. It could be good. I'll get these 2 in for sure, and maybe more. Let me see. Maybe the model is Again, a little bit slow, although I do like to have it as an extra tutor, mostly. Usually I'm cutting like one cantrip, which doesn't hurt too much. We could maybe cut a Phrenic Search. Do we want to cut more for maybe one of these? Or maybe put a Cruise in. If we are like trading counter spells, then Cruise is pretty good. But I don't want to be trading counter spells. I just want to tap him out and then win, right? So... I think I'll go down to one Phrenic and bring the third Gigadrouse in. Because if we do tap him out, then the only thing he can do, he could have Crypt, but Tormod's Crypt, we can also tap that one. And then he can't activate it that turn. And he could have the free counter spells in foil or gut shot, but we have a few counter magic of our own for that. Having Capsize in our opener is sort of like a mulligan, so that's not great, but the rest of the hand is these. I'm gonna try it. I won't go, we're gonna do the same. Spell Pierce wasn't bad at all. I like to have some protection here. Passes with mana open, that's fine with us. We found the Gigadrouse, alright, that's real nice. So now we kind of just wanna draw more lands, is the thing. So can we Merchant Scroll here? And run it into probably a counter. I don't love it, but I think I kind of have to do it. Because next turn, if we don't draw a land, then it's just horrible. So I think I run this into... Okay, he lets me do it. What do I get here then? I could get like Gush, but we're gonna be losing cards if I do that. I could get the High Tide, we still don't have one. Or I could get like an Impulse. Actually, I think I'll get an Impulse. We're setting up for a little bit of a longer game here. Famous last words, I know. He could just go off and we don't have anything. Like, technically he should maybe be trying to play around our gut shots, right? Oh, he drew the land. Perfect, perfect. Could actually transmute Muddle to get Cloud of Fairies. That would be sort of neat, right? And I'm just gonna bank that he doesn't have anything. Yeah, I think so. Alternatively, I could get the Merchant Scroll. That's interesting. We do need High Tide, I mean. Okay, I'm gonna get the scroll and see. It's kind of lame to tutor for another tutor, but I think that's the play here. So we could like scroll for a gush since we don't have lands. We're gonna be discarding a lot. So I'm not in love with it. I could just impulse, try to hit a land. I think that's what I'm gonna do here. If he counters, do I spell pierce back? Do you wanna trade resources now? I think I actually do. Because like playing with full hand isn't great. And he's constricted on lands. Okay, we find the high tide, so I think I take the high tide in that case. And I set up for the Giga Drowse and then probably win. Maybe win next turn. I'm not sure if I can win, but high tide certainly makes it possible. So that's the one thing I think I should be taking over land. Stack on 2 mana still. Alright, I'm gonna ponder. That seems fine. Gonna hope to draw another land and hopefully Cloud of Fairies. If he wishes to just CS this, I think that's fine with me. So do I wanna scroll now? I can't go off, right? It's no, I cannot go off at the moment. I could scroll for like, so if I get Gush here, let's say, scroll for Gush, we have 7 cards, 6 we play the Gush, 7, 8, 9, 10, replay 1 land, that's 9 cards in hand, that's way too many. I could just scroll for another High Tide, or scroll like for this spell for protection. I think I am gonna scroll for something. From the looks of it, I think he's F6'd. I'm gonna get the High Tide, and next turn plan on Giga Drowsing and then winning. Yeah, that seems like the plan to me. So hopefully he still can't kill us here. He just cycles, so that's brutal. That's brutal. If he did not hit a land, I'm just going for it here, right? Yeah. And we're going for the High Tide loop, so we're for the triple High Tide with Archimancer loop, so we don't need the Cloud of Fairies, so we are less likely to lose to Gut Shot, which I think is the only interaction he could have. It's very unlikely he would hold Island for foil. So let's just go. Let's do this. So High Tide, High Tide, flicker 2 lands to make mana. Flicker 2 lands again. Make even more mana. Mancer. Get back Tide. Tide. I guess I I should not have tapped out. I could have a little bit more mana, but I don't think it will matter. We've got the loop here. And so again, what we're doing now is making infinite mana. And then we can start capsizing the Archaeomancer. To be noted, even if we did not have the capsize already in hand, we just win anyway, because we can then just get the capsize through Merchant Scroll. So that is that. GG. Here we are for our second match against 420dragon. Storm versus Blue-Red Drake. Hand looks pretty good. Yeah. He won the die roll, but I mean, I'm feeling good about this hand. So there's nothing to think about here, really. Just play our land pass, and we're gonna figure out whether we can try and do something next turn or not. So, what's his interaction? He has a couple force spikes. He has a play set of counter spells. A single spell pierce, single pyroblast, if we want to treasure cruise. And technically he can also tap us out with ice, but notably doesn't have anything to deal with our empty tokens. Alright, well, I don't see a reason to just to like be cracking this, right? No. Let's just go Chromatic Star. He wants to spike this, that's fine. And we pass. So he cannot have CS now. He could have still Spell Pierce or Force Spike. I can pay for the Force Spike. So let's see, if I sag this for red and Rite of Flame, the one Force Spike is the only thing he could have. No. I mean, we can play around the Force Spike, but the one Spell Pierce is what would wreck us. But that's the only thing, so I think I'm gonna take the risk. Alternatively, I could just go for Dark Ritual, into Star, into Rite of Flame. I guess that's less risky. Do we have enough mana then? So it's 3 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana, 4, 5 mana. We're a little bit short, I think, so let's just go with cracking this. Wow, he has the Spell Pierce. Ooh, brutal. Alright, the one off. Okay. I guess that's the one card in his deck we decided not to play around, and he has it. Alright. So we could be in trouble here, that's for sure. So now he has counter mana and we don't have a land, so... Yeah, I guess had I gone for the Dark Ritual, we would have had our land for next turn. But then I was not guaranteed to like fully combo, but maybe even a small empty in game 1 would have been enough. So yeah, I don't know. Alright, there's the land. So next turn, we're trying again. Drakes. I mean, okay, so he just plays the Drake and that's it. Alright. I think I'm gonna try and Dark Ritual. And if he counters, we just play the crevice and pass. Like, he does not have the full combo. If he had it, we would be dead already, so... Yeah, I think it's correct to just Dark Ritual. Let's see. He has only mana for one counter spell. Yeah, but we don't have enough rituals. So let's just go Dark Ritual and see if that works. I'm highly expecting this to get countered, but nothing we can do. Yeah. And now next turn we have 4 mana from our sack lands. So we should be able to do something there. He's down to 3 cards. So hopefully he doesn't just combo us off. Might as well use the bolt. Yeah, it's probably useless to save on our tokens. Goes for the cruiser. So he might draw into another counterspell. I think I'm gonna try go for the win regardless. We hit cruiser of our own and we are very likely to be able to cast it. So yeah, let's okay, gonna start with this and Ride of Flame. Thinking hard. I think that means he does not have the CS. I think it means he has the Force Spike. Would be my guess. No, it just resolves. Alright. So we're gonna... how do we navigate this? We're gonna crack this as well, for sure. We have 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. We could go for the cruiser, but I would like to keep some Ride of Flames in my graveyard, if I can. So I could maybe start with a Dispute. Alright, I'm gonna start off the Dispute. Let's go Morphos, get our black mana. Red and black. Cabal, great. Let's just go first day. Yes, it's the first day. Interesting. Okay. So now we go for the cruiser. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Let's take a look. Nothing that really concerns us for the moment. And we find the Manamorphose, so we have this. Red, red. First day. Loot away Reckless Impulse. Let's just empty. No need to prolong the suffering. Alright, when we go to the sideboarding. So again, 420dragon based his sideboard deck around the card Mystic Remora paired with foil. So even if he's like tapped out but has Remora out, if we're trying to go off, he could just draw into foils. So that's kind of a sweet deck. Does not run any Echoing Truth or anything that would deal with resolved empty tokens. So that's good to know. So the only thing we're really considering in that case is some number of Pyroblasts. I do like to play some, but not a lot. I think I'm fine cutting like a Ritual and a Dispute, because the Cabal Ritual is the weakest of the rituals, and Dispute requires us to expend other resources and it might get countered, so I like to cut those generally. And yeah, let's just keep it to minimal sideboarding. Our deck is faster than theirs, so he's playing the control role, we're playing the Storm of Early role. Yeah. Going for the tap land, nothing fancy. Again, his deck, he cannot go off before turn 5, because he needs 5 mana for the Peregrine Drake. So feel fairly safe just playing the draw go game. Do I want to be playing around 4 spikes, or do I want to just jam this star? I think I have a redundant star. Let's just jam this star and play the crevice. I do like drawing a lot of lands in this matchup. Interesting that he's cycling this in his main. Leaves up counterspell mana, or potentially, I guess, double 4 spike, or he could also have blue blast for our red rituals. So I mean, we do not have any storm payoff yet. But we could very well draw into some. Tricky. So do I wanna try and go off? Let's see, we're drawing 3 cards, 4 cards, maybe 5 cards. We have 5, 6, 7 mana if we crack all lands and our ritual resolves. But why the rush? I think I'm just gonna play Star and Dispute in his end step. Because hopefully he just wastes 2 mana here. And as I said, he cannot go off yet. So I think this approach is fine. Goes for the Remora. We could Pyro here. I kind of want a Pyro here. Yeah. I could also Dispute, then Pyro. But no, Dispute is too likely, too much of a good counterspell target, so let's go for the Pyro here. And if he's counterspelling back, then he doesn't have mana open, right? And we can just storm off. Or he's getting countered and just keep drawing this, keep playing this draw go game. Spell Pierce. Okay. I think he played the island, or maybe he played a different island. Maybe a downside to playing this erratic mix of lands, but I'm not sure. I guess we could have considered to like ritual to pay for the spell pierce, but I don't think that's correct. I think I'm just willing to give him cards now and just try to go off. So let's go Dark Ritual. Definitely cracking at least one land. Well, let's go Dispute. I think I'm gonna crack again and go for the Dispute again. Should I be leaving up the green for like Manamorphose? Possible. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna actually sack the land here. Because we may be cracking this for red. I think let's try and go for the first day. Yeah, I'm gonna get red here, that's for sure. Could maybe go for Impulse. Okay, there's Relay. So we could go for the Relay. But we're risking he just goes off next turn and kills us. Let's go Morphos first. It's drawing so many cards, so I don't love going for the Relay. He blasts this. Alright. I guess this increases our storm. So that's that at least. Okay, I'm just going for Relay. I can't see going off this turn fully. So let's go Soul Prevent, Relay Pass. At least we don't have to pay for the copies. That would be brutal. So let's see, does he keep the Remora or is he perhaps going off? He keeps the Remora. So that kind of signifies to me he does not have his combo fully. And we did hit some stuff. But I think mana could be a constraint here, so let's see. If we go for Cabal, I think he just counters, right? I think I have to start with the cruise. Huh, wow. This is so tough. Yeah, I think I start with the cruise. He lets it resolve and we draw a ritual. That's really nice. Alright, let's battle. Rite of Flame? Do we want to play the land first? Let's go Rite of Flame. Okay. Could have a high draw. Please resolve. He has a Hydra. So, did we mess this up? Not necessarily, but it's problematic. Because now I think we have to go for the Morphos, and if that one gets countered, we're just toast, right? Because we just wasted all this storm, but we don't have any other way to get mana. Yeah, Remora, absolute MVP here. Of course he counters, yeah. So maybe we could have sequenced differently, but yeah, I'm afraid nothing else we can do. And yeah, I would be surprised if he cannot go off now. He drew almost half his deck. He just needs Drake, Flicker, and Archaeomancer for infinite mana. And then either like enough cantrips or Ogre of Bolas, and then with infinite mana he loops the Flicker on Archaeomancer and Ogre to draw enough cantrips to then draw his deck. But he's still paying for the Remora, so he's not going for it. He's gonna be discarding to hand size. And discards a Drake. Alright, so Drake is not the constraint for him. Well, I'm afraid I'm just playing land and pass. Hoping I'm not dead. But I wasn't dead last turn, so not that much changed actually since then. Alright, he is giving us time. Huh. I guess I played the wrong land. I did not consider the fact that I might wanna be playing Reckless Impulse this turn. Stupid me. Wow, that's actually brutal, yeah. So I guess we pass again. Yeah, I don't really wanna be sacking the Sulfur Vent this turn because I'm not going off. Like, he's pretty much guaranteed to have a counter spell there. So what I'm trying to do now is build a hand that can go off through multiple pieces of counter magic. But since the Remora is out, like either he's replaying a new one or he's going for it. So much card draw. Gee. Okay, there's the red mana. Because eventually he wants to kill us by looping lightning bolt. I mean, I'm not gonna let him go through it. I'm just gonna wait and see if he has the combo or not. So Chris here. Okay. I guess we should have considered countering the Drake, I think. Because now he just has even more mana. So, and by countering, I mean like cycle the Manamorphose and try to hit a red blast. So yeah, there's the Mancer for infinite mana, and then he's pretty much guaranteed to go off. So I'm gonna go for the Desperation Manamorphose. And he has it. Alright. Alright. I mean, technically, he needs, you know, to chain together some cantrips or whatever before he can fully kill me, but I'm gonna trust him that having drawn 2/3 of his deck and having 8 cards in his deck because of resolving 2 treasure cruises on this turn, I'm gonna trust him. He has the full combo. So for next game, I think I'm gonna give a little bit more respect to the fish and bring in 1 or even 2 more pyros. What do I cut? I could cut like Star. Could cut like Reckless Impulse. Yeah, maybe these 2. And I hope I'm not over sideboarding. Excuse me, but yeah, given how this game has gone, I think I'm gonna try going with the full squad of Pyros. Let's go first in the decisive game of Storm versus Blue-Red Drake. Unfortunately cannot keep this hand. I don't think we can keep this hand either. I mean, we have the redraw in Git Probe. If we drew like a Vault of Whispers or something, we could potentially go off turn 1, but I think it's probably too risky. Yeah. Alright, I can deal with these 5. He began with 7. It's gonna be tough. I think I can definitely bin one of these pyros. And I probably give up a star as well. Or I could bottom the Cabal Ritual because it's such an easy counter. You know, you're spending 2 mana for this ritual. But we don't have any other rituals, so I'm gonna give up the star. preordained. So we could technically go this turn, but we draw a Pyro, which we did not really want to draw. So yeah, I think I'm just going for Star. Yeah. Mana is going to be the constraint, so I'm playing the Star out, even though I could consider saving that for potentially more Storm. Again, we need more mana to go off. We need more to go off here. Yeah. Need mana and a payoff. We do have some protection if we draw those, but yeah. I think I do Pyro the Remora, do I? I think I do. Let's go red here. Okay, there's empty. Place the Pierce. So now this is rough. We can't do anything, right? I mean, we could Morphos, try to spike a black mana. But it's such a terrible idea because it's dead to any counter magic, like 4 Spike, Spell Pierce, Blue Blast gets us, and it would be a 2-for-1 in a spot where we cannot afford such trades, so I'm just passing. Goes for the Augur, okay. So I think he's very likely to have a 1 mana counter. I would bet on the Blue Blast. But we do have the Pyro to play around Blue Blast. And he has a CS now. Okay. Okay. So, what does this do for us? So let's see. We go Battle. Mana Morphos. He probably counters. We Pyroblast back. Oh, but then we don't have the red mana, right? Yeah, because we have to get black for Cavalry Ritual and it costs 2. So we're kind of a red mana short. I think I have to pass. Yeah, I don't see a way to go off here. Again, assuming he has a 1 mana counter, but I think the likelihood he has a 1 mana counter there is like 99%, given the way he's played this game. So, yeah. Red mana only represents like a Pyroblast, which we're not going for Treasure Cruise, so that's fine. It could also signify 2 1 mana counters. Oh wow, this is... So let's see. If I go Pedal and he counters the Pedal, I don't think he counters the Pedal, but if he does, then I still think we can't do anything. Yeah. I'm gonna play it anyway. I don't want to discard really. Yeah, resolves. But again, if we're going for a Cabal Ritual, we can do that with Pyro Protection. But then we don't have red mana. So I think I just pass again. Oh, wow. Yeah. Sure. And he could just have the combo here. Could very well have the combo. But nope, he's paying for Remora. Okay. And he still has 2 islands, so I think I'm gonna play around 1 piece of counter magic, not 2. Since I can't really beat 2, I don't think. And there's the mana we needed. So I think we try and go for it here. So let's go Furnace. Crack this. And do Cabal Ritual. Sure. We have to counter if he counters. Let's it resolve. Alright. I would kind of like to play the other ritual with Threshold, if I can. Can I go for like a Dispute here? Dispute seems swell, right? Or do I go for Morphos first? I think I go for the Dispute. And if he counters it, I actually let that be. Yeah. Or do I? I mean, I could Pyro here. I'm wondering whether I navigated this wrong, because now I have 6 cards in my yard, so I don't really want to Cabal yet. I could Morphos. Or, I mean, I could just let this get countered. Then we have 7 cards in our yard, we go for Cabal. Yeah, actually that makes sense, I think. Yeah. But now if he has a free counter, we're spending the Pyro, so we actually can't be the foil here. Because then we only have black mana left. There's the foil. Oh no! No! I don't know, maybe there was a way to play around this. Damn. Yeah. It's just, if we counter, we only have black mana. Oh. Yeah. I I think there probably was a way. I'll have to go back and rewatch this. Alright. I guess I pass. I'm not gonna concede yet, but it's pretty much lost. Yeah. I was playing around one piece of car magic, yet two, and just really strong. Okay, there's a Drake. Do you have the Man's Run Flicker? Nope. Okay, he has the Flicker. No Mancer yet. I mean, technically I have time. Like, this is not too much of a clock, but the clock is his card advantage, you know, because he has cards like Treasure Cruise and things like that in his deck, whereas we only really have card advantage when we're going off. Nope. Okay, there's our land. Do I Pyro here? I think I do. I think I do. Let's Pyro. Sure. We're gonna die to the beats. I can see it already. All right. There we go then. So 1 and 2 against the dragon himself. Thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned for the next No Banlist Pauper. Have a good day.